Hey guys, Glory here and welcome back to Plants and Zombies Heroes Season number 6, our third tournament, which is going to start tomorrow, but this is gonna be the introduction to this tournament pretty much. So we're going to do our dear ultimate decks, which are the best decks out of all for each plant hero and zombie hero. Now of course, each best deck out of all will have their own win rate, which has this rate. While we went earlier when we did the videos on each of these ultimate decks, guys, you know, basically one was weaker than the other, one was stronger than the other. Most of the cases. Well, one got luckier, one got less luckier. But now, let's get with the win rates. Tell you what modifications I did to each decks of the losing zombie heroes and the few losing tank heroes, and how I improved them. Of course, I improved mostly of these. On a few of them I got a bit more like, okay, I wasn't much that I could improve to them, so I let them like that, but I still improved them. I actually really try my best to get them more better than their ultimate first form that I came up with. So this time, guys, I came up with an even better formula for all of them. So let's start out with Super Brains and Green Shadow first of all. They did like pretty good, but I feel like Green Shadow was just definitely wrecking Super Brains with the Emerald Navy Beans. Talking about their win rates, Super Brains roughly a 9%, which is like the less win rate of all zombie heroes. Like, with no joke, I felt like Super Brains was sadly, his ultimate deck didn't perform the best. And Green Shadow 85%, which is a very good percentage. Well, given by the fact that she only runs beans, it could be lower because she has to get Emerald Navy Bean, but you know, that's what I decided the win rate should be. I don't have any mathematic formula, but I can tell you that I kind of rewatched, so I know exactly how they both did. And well, Super Brains did bad, so which is why he's getting less win rate. I mean, goes to show. Who does better gets more win rate. Now Super Brains kept taking beans to the face, buffing the Black Eyed Pea too much, and ultimately threatened to get his zombies bounced by Jelly Bean or Bounce Bean, getting his plays completely cancelled most of the times. The few scenarios, guys, where Super Brains did manage to get the Admiral Navy Bean, but was too committed and let himself undefended in some lanes, I believe. Other than that, his deck, your deck, Super Brains, yes, my deck performed excellent. Poorly. Oh! I'm absolutely shocked right now. Glory, promise I'll show you what good improvements I made to this deck. Yeah, good improvements gonna be more like good disappointments, Super Brains. No Green Shadow. This time around we have done it before. Like, we have not done it before actually, because I have improved the formula. Adding some mustache synergy. Yeah, so you did ask. We'll get to that. Green Shadow played Lima Plero down on the water lane nearly every single turn, without moment hesitation, and with Emerald Navy being very important in her deck. She just kept blasting Super Brain's face, a lot of times mercilessly. Yeah, like I mean Green Shadow, you could have definitely not placed so many beans in my face. Well, then I wouldn't have won. Yeah, yes, you need to rely on your beans. Her deck performed really good, however, slight card draw delays are noticed and can go bad if Green Shadow hasn't got the means to damage the zombie hero's face. Of course, I'm reading this because I had to write more to this as well. Yeah, can go bad if Green Shadow hasn't got the beans to damage Super Brain's face. Which, sadly, in my case, she kept getting beans for days. So, yeah, she was really lucky. No more lucky. I was very strong. Strong? Just relying on one bean is pathetic. Well, you can't rely on most either. Well, I can. So, Solar Flare and Electric Boogaloo. Let's move on to them. With this Solar Flare and Electric Boogaloo, Solar Flare kind of hold back a bit. But let's go with the win rates. Win rate Solar Flare 75%, guys. While Electric Boogaloo's win rate was 58%. Of course, Solar Flare will get more because she has an aggro deck. And since Boogaloo has to be a bit more the tricky style, you know, the tricky is not always the most secure. Like, it wouldn't necessarily bring you the W. So Electric Boogaloo will only guess 58%. Boogaloo, I did much better than that, Glory. It is preposterous that you've only given me 58%. Well, live with that, Electric Boogaloo. You did very good. Your deck was extremely good with the Tankosaurus and Quick Andromeda. And some control too, Nail Glory! Just what an ultimate deck needs. I know. And let's see here. Solar Flare kept playing a lot of aggro plans, such as Blooming Heart and Hunting Pumpkin, especially the Strike Through 5 ones, like Astrocador and Laser Beam. That can be really hard to deal with, ultimately doing a lot of damage to Boogaloo. That's how it goes. Deck performed great, with a bit of ramp as well thanks to Sunnier Shroom. However, the only comeback it provides in case something goes wrong is mostly the Strike. Exactly, Solar Flare. My superior counter to all has absolutely showed you that you can't always rely on your aggro plans. Well, the ultimate deck, I'm sure I can steer around the plans. You're not always going to get it. This is more like you're waiting for me to get the good stuff, so you're going to fail. It's, you know, it's kind of funny. No, it's not like that. I'm stunning you a lot of damage and I know what I'm doing. Why, Solar Fan, I'm pretty sure that's just called desperate means of damaging my face. But anyways. Boogaloo Boogaloo. Electric Boogaloo, let's see. Electric Boogaloo had control tricks like Nibble and Exploding Fruitcake. Exactly. Boogaloo Boogaloo, I like these. That ultimately allowed him to pull off the Tankylosaurus and Quick Andromen combo with unexpected gifts. Because of course we can start damaging a lot of Solar Flare's plants, viewers. Exactly. So that Tankylosaurus can do 2 damage to any random plants or the plant hero. Ultimately with the Quick Andromen playing on water lane and a few control tricks. I love my spelling, but I was in a rush when I typed this. Have the potential to withstand quite some aggro plant cards. Deck performed good, but it can let you down if you don't get certain cards that you require in your hand. Like what, Nail Glory? What could I possibly require? All I need is Tankylosaurus, Quick Andromen. Binary stars. Binary stars. Well, I only have now only 2 binary stars because I thought 4 is a bit too selfish. I'm not even going to play 4. In fact, I can just get it done with the Tankylosaurus and Quick Andromen. Which is not carried away, Boogaloo? No. Okay. Now you're gonna have one more deck because of course we're getting to it, to why I had to give at least 3 zombie heroes an additional deck. What? Like, oh, like why is he getting now a deck? We only have 1, but yeah, they can only use that deck when they get defeated 2 times. Their last chance is going to be that deck. So they can't, but we can't? Just because I assume they might struggle a bit. Yeah, only they. Your plant heroes seem to having a lot more aggro in your deck, which is why you didn't need another deck. But for them, I felt like they would need some control-based deck as well. An ultimate, so you gave all of them control decks? Yes, Solar Flare, I did. Okay, that's sort of explains why Boogaloo was so excited. Yes, yes, Boogaloo, Boogaloo, now with a control tick. And Boogaloo, Boogaloo. And Gargantua's Feast. Hey, Gargantua's, you copied my deck idea. Nail Glory, what the? Yeah, no worries, Zimek. But that's the. I have the same thing as the last ultimate deck. Well, you can both have it, I guess. Boogaloo, I'm just way much better than you. Shut up, egomaniac, Zimek. You too now. Yeah, your deck is called Egomaniac, Ultimate Egomaniacs. That is a very cool name. Well, I guess. Whatever, Boogaloo, Boogaloo. We don't go by that, you little egomaniac. Can we get on? Yes. Let's see. Deck performed good, but it can let you down if you don't get. That was electric. It's never gonna let me down. Boogaloo, Boogaloo. And if it does let you down, because it might happen, there are a lot of plant heroes who will be challenging you, Boogaloo. Exactly. They'll dare lay their cute leaves on me, but they can't, because I will be the most challenging to take on. Okay. Yes. Good. What next? One Night and Neptuna. Oh, me and Knight, finally. Win rates, one Night 80%. Ah, surely that's better than Neptuna. No, Knight, I got 100%. And Neptuna 41%. What? Why so low? Hear me out, Neptuna. You couldn't get the shit that you needed. Like, I seriously struggled with you. You kept getting the weakest stuff first, and you didn't draw the Stompodon and Intergalactic Warlord every time. But you need those if you want to make the things work, right? I reshuffled. I know, I kinda was getting some bad luck there. So ultimately, for you, sadly, Ethan, not wrong. I can make it better now, definitely. I added some Undying Pharaoh, and as I was fighting against Knight, my Undying Pharaoh helped me leave. Well, yeah, cause then I kept investing in him. The Galactic Warlord Stampadon, Undying Pharaoh becomes extremely strong, while Knight can't get him. Yeah, that's not the worst improvement, let's say. That is a very good one! What do you mean, Air Glory? I had absolutely break a lot of sweats for it. Sweats? That is just fish scales. What? Okay. Win rates, Wall Knight 80% and 41. Wall Knight, ultimately going aggro every single turn. Exactly. Simple. Plus strike-through plans later on that would add up to the damage required to win the match. Unless Zombie Hero has control tricks to dispose of such cards, deck performed great, but the only win condition is to go aggro. Otherwise, it will start going down in time. Hey, whoa, what do you mean? Pretty sure if I play them properly faster, they don't go down. You're not pretty sure. Alright. Neptuna can ultimately end up buffing all of her cards in hand thanks to Stampodon Intergalactic Warlord and thanks to the Knight conjuring me with Hunted Pumpkin. That kinda helps too. But yeah, that's not always gonna happen, Neptuna. Oh, wish it was. Which can win her the wall game with a bit more going viral. However, if ultimately loses Stampodon too early or doesn't get Intergalactic Warlord or doesn't have enough minions in her hand to pull it off, rushes it and loses it too early. You know, I didn't want to be like this, but if I just don't get it, I have to play it. Or you? Desperately, because Wall Knight has an aggro deck. Kind of. Can ultimately lead her to her defeat really easy. I can still survive thanks to Undying Pharaoh. Well, if you can make it fast to him, of course I can. A lot of minions are helping me to do that. Teacher contributes a bit, but it's too risky. And Flag Zombie, he does the casting of all zombies. But if played poorly, he won't give you any strong value. Neptuna, I know. Deck performed overall pretty bad. Oh, come on now. That was not the conclusion there, Glory. You said there was some potential to this. Yeah, but it still performed bad. Deck performed overall pretty bad, considering Neptuna kept investing on too many brains, or not being fast enough to pull it off, and could not make sure that everything goes according to plan. But the other percentage managed to get the job done sometimes. What do you mean now? Well, you still did 41% Neptuna, which is great. Surely, now it's gonna go from 41% to 85. Oh, we'll see. Just because you added Undying Pharaoh, that's it. You've only made just one modification. I couldn't go make more modifications, that would have ruined my perfect deck. So I got Undying Pharaoh is better than the Backyard Bounce. Yeah, as I can see, you didn't even use Backyard Bounce in the last video. No, I didn't. It wasn't required. But I'm pretty sure, Queen, if you used it wisely, it would have been. Shut up, no, it's really not. But you don't even have destruction tricks. Still don't have destruction tricks, Neptuna? No. I don't need destructions. Well, be it how it may, but Plant Heroes will be win easy against you if you don't have destructions. I couldn't invest anymore. I had the perfect things in this deck. Well, sure you could have if you wanted your hardest. Oh, I did. And Undying Pharaoh should be good enough because if I can go faster. Yeah, I believe in it now. But still, destruction tricks. What are you gonna do if they play Plant Heavy? Just gonna defend with a zombie. What else? And the tricks? No. I mean, not like you have the most. Okay, you're not the trickiest out of all zombie hero. Okay. Well, Kuchamzina and Rustbolt. What is my win rate, eh? I did so good. Yeah. No, you actually did worse than Rustbolt. Really? Mid-level Rustbolt did better. Win rates, Chamzilla 55% and Rustbolt 77%. Ha ha ha. So I did end up have the most superior deck. Although you did end up losing at the end to Chamzilla. That you felt like you had a higher win rate. I felt like you actually did. Of course I did. My King and Knight of the Living Dead are superior to all. Yeah, they really helped you. Ultimate Chamzilla. Yes. Ultimately investing in a lot of cheap minions like Bong Choi and Cosmos. They're not really that good, Chamzilla. Later on, if I play with onion rings, they're good. And environments, right? Yeah. don't you think environments are a bit slow if you're playing on that? You'd be better off with just more aggro cards. Nah, I don't want the plan to take that many aggro cards. Now without more environments. You like environments? Yeah. Occasionally with a bit of coffee environments and red planted as well. And onion rings with little body. Exactly, little Bobby. Bobby? Not Bobby, Body. And Body. A combo which would ultimately allow Chumzia to buff up the cards in her hand and being able to play the 0 attacking card that would become a 4 attacking cards thanks to the onion rings. And strike through 5 plus Hunted Pumpkin to threaten for a lot of damage. And it's so easy to do up on Rasball. Except the fact that I have Gladiator and kept defending in each lane, so it wasn't that simple. Still try my best. Deck performed alright but lacks backup plan, Chumzia. Backup plan, kai. What? And you can end up wasting your whole hand too easy. And no destruction tricks. Not like it is required. A lot of you plan heroes think this isn't required, but I'm pretty sure you'll change up your mind. Not getting the onion rings or not having enough plans in hand can most likely make you lose. Yeah, and what? When if you lose, you lose. Yeah. You don't want to lose, right? No, but at the middle of a Rasball maybe a bit. She wants to lose every day to me. Just so she can get that satisfaction. She lost to someone greater like Rasball. Alright then. Rasball! Exactly. What is my positive feedback? Your positive feedback? Though still lost against Chumzia in the end. That's fine. I was charitable. Just to be nice, that's all. Going in the tournament, I shall not show that much pity. Okay. Just a bit. Maybe for the requirement, you know, the normal. Yeah, he did manage to get a lot of victories, like 5 or something? 6. Oh, or something like, no you didn't get 6? Or something like that. And pulled off the Zombie King teleportation zombie and transformation station plus leap combo that ultimately allowed him to leap the knight into either a Zamba Plankwalker and Octo Zombie. Exactly, that's how it was. My superior leap skills have pushed me into winning the game extremely easy. Yeah, backed up with some good control tricks like rocket science and thinking cap. Teacher would allow him to freely control the plants and set up the ultimate combo. Exactly, very useful. May not be able to defend in most lanes in time. Well, that is just over time I can still defend. That's good, yeah. Which would leave him wide open without Gladiator. Keep in mind, Lars, you might have to reshuffle each game just to get the Gladiator, because I have a feeling a lot of fan heroes will threaten your face. So if you let yourself uncovered, you will get your face damaged. No problem, I'll make sure of that. Okay, deck performed great, but Undying Pharaoh will be slow, and the Zombie King... Wait, Undying Pharaoh is not slow. It's just on turn 6. Turn 6 is slow. Most plan heroes can get it done till turn 5 or less. If you're not defending, I mean. Why would I be so weak? Would always defend. Exactly. Deck performed great, but with Undying Pharaoh will be slow, and the Zombie King might not be wise choice if you can't manage to save at least one zombie on the field. So you can turn him into a Knight of the Living Dead. So you hear what I say? If you're taking too many tricks, I made sure I have a balance between tricks and zombies. Exactly. So you're gonna have to have a zombie on the battlefield, because if you don't have enough zombies, you cannot get the Knight of the Living Dead. I'll make sure of it. And make sure that weaker minions always die easy, Rasbul. Yeah. So don't let them be weak before they transform into a knight, or else they can't. Yeah, I get it. Spadao and Brain Freeze! Yes! My win rate is probably 100! As if, Brain Freeze, you probably did the 3rd worst of all zombie heroes. But my cowboy was superior! You didn't pull it off, Brain Freeze. You kinda barely pulled it off. It's still good. Spadao was just being a freaking harsh son of a spud with his predicting what I'm gonna do next. He was being so harsh. Kept looking at my hand. It's unfair. Well, you're gonna have to learn by it. You can see each other's hands, which should ultimately make it more easy. But he's just controlling me. How about you do it so we can't see each other's hands? Viewers, do you not agree? I really can't. That's stupid. It is the system that allows you to see through each other's hands. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Whatever, you self-respected glory. Just shut up. Brain freeze, go freeze yourself. What? That's a joking. Ultimately investing. I'm the best. Please. Good, me too. You will never be as best as. Come at me. I'm coming with my nibbles. I'm gonna throw your nibbles at your ice cream stand. Good. Then I'm gonna go nibble ice cream. Yeah, it's time to be funny, right? Win rates, Spudo 88%. So good. Oh my god. I don't know if it is that much, but I gave you it. That's good, thanks. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Yes. Keep it down. And brain freeze. Yes. Come on. Be a good one. 22% win rate. What? That is so bad. You did bad, I'm sorry. If you would have done better, I would have given you a higher percentage. It wasn't the case. Brain freeze. You sucked. I tried my best with the cowboy and with the environment, but the investment wasn't worth it. Let me tell you why. Alright, so Spudo, yes. Investing in a lot of annoying plays. Oh, annoying, but why? Because you annoy everyone with that. Yeah, fair enough. Like literally, Cro-Magnolia on 3 different lanes? Chill. Yeah. No, I don't wanna chill. Like Brain Freeze would say. Chill. Investing in a lot of annoying plays backed off by Berry Blast and his main trick. Hey, but not my fault. I got very lucky. But you keep getting it every game. Sort of unfair in the same way. Investing in a lot of annoying plays backed off by Berry Blast and his main trick, which can end up being Meteor most of the times. Yeah, and aggro cards and Red Stinger backed off by Cro-Magnolia after successfully swarming the field with a lot of PANDZ and bullseye plans like Galactic Cactus that... Oh, you can also get a corn dog on what I mean, that could be even bad because you get 5 damage then. Yeah, like corn dog, very faithful. Yeah, that allows Spudo to instantly push for Italy in just a few turns compared to Brain Freeze. This Spudo was so harsh. I was just gonna play my cowboy and they keep threatening me because he does Red Stinger and kills the cowboy. Alright, threatening because I also go for face and you're dead. Yeah, you threatening son of a bitch. Yeah, well, instantly push for little in just a few turns compared to Brain Freeze. Ultimately, this deck is very dangerous and has exaggerated counters too. And I'm not exaggerated. Yes, they are. So where were we? Oh yeah, Brain Freeze. Yes? Come on now. Ultimately hard and way too environment investing to make the Space Cowboy even survive on turn 4. Low chances to make the Cowboy defeat the Plant Hero in just 1 turn. Or can't even draw the Cowboy in time. It was like this because, you know, Spudo really had this annoying freaking denial play, so I had to just keep thinking what he's gonna do next. Make sure he doesn't counter it. And that's why you kept being disadvantaged. Ultimately hard and way too environment investing to make the Space Cowboy even survive on turn 4. Low chances to make the Cowboy defeat the Plant Hero in just 1 turn. It's very high chances if I set up Secret Area 22 and other environments I showed you. But really now, do you think the combo itself can be achieved that easily? No, of course not. And it's bad. Low chances to make the Cowboy defeat the Plant Hero. Just 1 turn. Oh, it can be easily achieved. Just they have to be all good about it. And get the cards that I need. That's it. But what? Can't even draw the Cowboy in time. And these godly combos would require the Cowboy alive, Brain Freeze. I will have him always. But he can get wasted really easy otherwise. Plus many zombies minion sacrifice like Chief Zombie and Energy Drink Zombie. Why are you even running them? To threaten the Plant Hero, of course. If he wants to go for it, it's a good. They buy enough time, I guess. Yeah. Energy Drink Zombie who barely contributed to anything. So the Chief Zombie and Energy Drink Zombie cannot barely contribute to anything because he kept losing them. That was just because Spudo kept being a scrub. But I was gonna make use of them. Very good. Since you can't teleport them in, there's now What chances you can do that? If they get cancelled, they get cancelled. Unless you back them up with a trick. Yeah! Dr. Spacetime and Buried Treasure were not made for aggro. Brain freeze. What are you even doing with them in your deck? You're trying to conjure, I hear you. Yes, and if I conjure, I get a lot of aggro stuff. It's not always that you get a lot of aggro stuff. Just sometimes. Yeah, I know, but I can still buy time with whatever I get. Buy time. You're a zombie. Ultimately, that is just... was a thing of the past, bro, but it's not always working. No, what? From what I've seen. Space-time and Buried Treasure were not made for aggro, just for conjure. And they'd be pretty useless to brain freeze in desperate scenarios. No, come on there, buddy, it's very... You need to rely more on tricks, maybe. Ultimately, this deck can fail most of the times if you cannot pull off the Space Cowboy with a lot of damage increment successfully. Like, think of maybe, I don't know, running Vitamin Z? Yes, I think of it, but it's too slow. I can just do... I think you should run that, I'm telling you. Well, you still have time if you wanna edit. Before tournament that starts tomorrow, Brain Freeze, you better just edit your deck, or you're gonna get your ass kicked again. No! Not gonna be like that. It might be. Yes, it's not. No, it's not. Plant heroes are all having harsh decks. How are you gonna do it? I'm absolutely gonna be the best and respectable Yeti, and then win the game. Ooh. So now we're having manners. I don't think how this is... I can't see this is gonna help you, but okay. And that's all I have to say. Well, given the words, keep in mind what I've told you. Yeah. Cytron and Infinity. Right? Me and Infinity. You and Infinity? Yeah, me and my other Infinity clones. Wait, but what about me? Oh, you're not an Infinity clone. Oh well. This is very fucked. Win rates. Cytron. You did the worst, buddy. Why me? I defeated Infinity. First of all, he had a pirate deck, so he's obviously better than what you had. No, I beat his ass. Beat you more times than it. Exactly. Still ended up being better. What's the win rate? So Cytron 29% and Infinity 63%. Now Infinity gets 3 times more better than I do. Come on. Now considering yours wasn't exactly an aggro deck, you just copied the team deck and just slapped a few more extra cards in it and called that an ultimate deck. Cytron, it's not gonna work. Yes it is. Well, I looked at it, so the fruity approach is definitely going to turn into an ultimate deck at this point. Right. Have you actually kept it like this, or have you done any modifications? Of course I haven't. Right, then I guess you're gonna be very easy to win against. No, who says that? I do. 29% and Infinity 63%. My pirate deck is very good, but only to an extent. 63%. The other 37%. What happened with it? Yeah, what happened? Can do it to 100%. Not if you don't play it properly. And if you don't get the cards. Keep in mind, because your deck is to be played very fast. And you can lose things very fast as well, so be careful. You lose stuff often, it's gonna be bad. Cytron, a lot of fruit plants in his deck, but ultimately not the most aggro choice of plants and shooting star fruit, but not very reliable. Alright? That is very reliable, Nergori. I tried it, and Infinity couldn't withstand, because he invested in a bit of wrong scenarios. And Soul Patch plus Force Field for invincibility value, but are ultimately way too slow. You didn't even pull off the Soul Patch and environment at the same time, did you? No, but I try my best. Are you still running that? Told you if you're running... Okay, Cytron, if you're running that, it's gonna be slow. No. Well, I'm trying to go more cooler up on the zombie hero, because why not? But it's still ultimate. If you say so, but you're not gonna get more than 29% win rate with that. That's good. His deck's in the most easy... His deck is the most easy-going ultimate deck out of all planned heroes, pretty much. Oh, well, good you admitted it, Nergori. Well, you made it look like that, so I mean, that is just the coolest. The coolest, yeah! So you don't want to win the tournament? No. Just... Alright then. What are you gonna contribute to the plans team then? To just, you know, have fun with it? Yes, I'm going to contribute a bit. I don't know, Cytron, I think you're just having a giraffe. Yeah, Cytron wants to let the zombie hero win, easy. Not really Infinity. I don't want to do that, but I'll play him cool. And they're gonna lose. Nope. Infinity. My time. Playing a lot of pirates and gravestones, plus zombies like Quick Condroman and Grave Robber that would grant a lot of damage later on thanks to Captain Flameface and Swashbuckler. Yeah, my pirates, if pulled off correctly of course, otherwise it becomes hopeless. Never. Deck performed really fast, but plays were short and the hand gets emptier and emptier as you keep playing more pirates. So be careful not to lose everything you've just invested in, otherwise it's game over. Infinity. I will be very, very careful, Nergory. Like, actually, all I have to do is Swashbuckler, Bungee Plumber, and then just to have a Grave Robber and Kikandroman and then Captain Flameface. That's it. I guess that would do you, in a way. But don't you think it's a bit of a short investment? You're gonna be losing that way too quick. Then you're out of things to do. Never. The smallest of all zombie heroes, so this can probably happen. Nah, it doesn't matter, the state. Grass Knuckles in the Smash. Oh, Smash, Nergory. Let's see. Did better than Grass Knuckles? You bet not. Well, didn't think so either way. Did the adjustments, so now it's way much better. Ultimately, I don't think it's way much better. Oh, little Grass Knuckles didn't even do adjustments. Shut up, because I wasn't allowed to. Win rates, Grass Knuckles 62%. Yeah, 62. Let's go. 62 is good, Grass Knuckles? Pretty good. I can win the tournament with that. I don't know. If you play your Gatling Pit properly, maybe. Yeah, I will, every time. And the Smash, 34%. 34? Nergory, I'm about to smash! What, smash what? I mean, I'm about to hug you, so you can give me a better percentage. Oh. We can make it a 44. There, let me give you a hug. Alright, so now it's 44. Good. He's out. Grass Knuckles. Yes. His ultimate combo was Sting Bean and Gatling Pea on the water lane. That if executed correctly, the zombie hero would be dead really fast because of the double strike 5 damage and quick quiz plus triple. It has a bonus attack too when I play it on top of the Sting. So it's gonna be 15 damage if he doesn't block. If the zombie hero doesn't block. Yeah. And quick quiz plus Lily of the Valley and Captain Cucumber to buy time and get further damage. Solid but risky to pull off, ultimately performed okay but not very rich. It's gonna be rich when I conjure legendaries, what do you mean? You said about Captain Cucumber, but yeah, it's still pretty poor cause that's all you get. But if played correctly, it wins the game, of course. Yeah. Exactly. So the Smash! Yes, Nergory, the best! Extremely rushed and dumb plays! Congratulations! Shut up, Nergory! I did better than that. Not entertained, I see. Not at all. I wasn't just dumb. I was very strategic and ultimate. And ultimately sucked. Jurassic Fastland ultimately did not provide you with the damage you required to get done Grass Knuckles. And what? I could have always invested Iron Zombies to get Grass Knuckles done. Just didn't get the chance. Which lead to which lead to what? You don't know how to read. Nergory, everyone doesn't know how to read, but you run. Shh. I do, just a mistake here. Which lead to desperation and the Smash. Desperation. The Smash never desperate. Except the time he doesn't get anything. And the Smash wasting his entire time playing stuff that dies too easily. No, it's strong. You call that strong, really? And not using the brains wisely. That you cannot deny, Smash. Okay, maybe I didn't use the brains wisely, but I used my brute force wisely. Investing in strength in so few turns turned out to be ultimately nearly unachievable for the Smash, since he'd get Gatling Peed by Grass Knuckles before he would get any further damage. Because Grass Knuckles chose to get Gatling Peed. He's really in love with that plant. Yeah, it's the best plant. Deck performed really bad and it sucked really good. What? No, God, you can't do that to me. You sucked really good with it. but I pretty much achieved what I wanted to get to the better ultimate. Now I'm having the better one. Okay. Let's see Nakia and Professor Brainstorm. Nakia, come on here. It's time to see what Glory has for us. Yes. Have I a better than one? Ah, Nakia, you 69%. So cannot be. I'm pretty sure my Cycle Blaster should be superior to most of these other aggro plant hero decks. Well, I'll tell you why in just a second. Why it isn't the best, but still. Because if you don't get Cycle Shroom and the Amiral Nevin, obviously, you can make other. That's just an excuse, Glory. And now, Glory, my Professor Brainstorm, your win rate was 90%. I can't believe this. You actually kinda got very high with that, which was very nice. Your combo is actually something that has been well thought of. Very well thought of. Exactly! No, everyone knows that I, Professor Brainstorm, have perfect equations, and right now this equation is just pretty much flawless, right? Yeah, 90%. You're not just saying that because you like me, dude. What? No. You did very well. We did the video and we saw how well you performed in that deck. Yeah. A Phase Blaster based a Phase Blaster based ultimate deck that can do a lot of damage to the face when you play Astro Shroom on Planet of the Graves, and then immediately start rushing the field with other 0, 1, 2 casting plants to repeatedly do damage to the zombie hero's face. Bullseye and 2 damage from Admiral Nevin. Overall, we'll get the job done accordingly, and know that if you don't get Astro Shroom nor Admiral Nevin in time, you're going to ultimately play only weak plants that barely threaten the zombie hero at all, which is why the other 30% is unwinnable. Naika, you understand what I just said? You're saying that if I don't get the Phase Blasters, it is unwinnable. Because you're only supposed to just play minions every single, which are particularly weak, because you placed a lot of weak ones. Like, you're not just going to kill the zombie hero with only Shroom for 2, are you? I could like to do that. Yeah, you cannot, because they're gonna withstand. You're gonna have to do them with Cycle Shroom and Astro Shroom and the Navi being played properly, and then use other things as well. But you can use him upload on some other things to buy time in case you didn't get it, yes of course. But know that until then it's unwinnable, Nakia. You don't have any means of pushing through without them. Makes sense. Well, that is the whole point there, Glory. Strike more deadly to get the win. Unlike my other pan hero friends, I decide to go like this because it's a lot better. I mean, I don't think you had any other choice because this was definitely the wisest choice for you. Yeah. Because you work a bit different than other pan heroes. What do you mean? Well, you need more mushrooms. Yeah, the mushrooms are good. They're good if you play them like how I told you. Yeah. Professor Brainstorm. Now, a really powerful combo that can be executed with the help from Binary Stars and Kitchen Sink Zombie. Glad you like it. A lot of early turns, aggro and quick Andromen, extremely punishing against Nightcap's Phase Blaster ultimate deck. I can explain it. That was so annoying to see him play the quick Andromen and me drawing cards. Quick Andromen repeatedly doing it to my face more than I do to his face. So it's better to, you know, because each time you draw a card, the Astro Shroom would just punish you more instead of him. Exactly, quick Andromen. Better invention against one Nightcap running against me. Told you your father comes with a better idea. Please. Extremely punishing against Nightcap's Phase Blaster ultimate deck. And Trapper Territory. That's also annoying against my Planet to the Graves. Yeah, very. A few control trick just in case, ultimately to buy enough time for the Kitchen Sink Zombie or Binary Stars, am I not right? Binary Stars. Stars. Am I not right, Professor? Yes, that is what I had intended. And achieved, of course. Plus teleports and teleportation zombie sugary treats can ultimately win the game if executed correctly, since Kitchen Sink Zombie can go through no matter what. Well, if it doesn't get answered, of course. Now he's going through most of the times, don't worry. Deck is nearly flawless, but the combo ain't always accessible. Ah, why not now? You're gonna draw it. It's easy to draw. I have draw cards too. and easily be throwing them, or just buying enough time to draw them. Have you fun that Razor in your deck? Don't think it's required. For science, I can get them in every match. Plus, I can push for aggro with any other of my zombies as well. Yeah, I see. Now, Immorticia and Rose. Tell me, more than Rose, right? A bit below, but kinda both do the same win rate. Oh, well, that's not bad either. You hear it, Rose? We both were the same. No. So, mine was still higher, am I not right? Yeah. You had 72% win rate, Rose. Flawed. I mean, what'll do now, Glory? Still, I'm bummed that I don't have the best planned hero deck. Well, you only have... I think the control works even better for you. So why have I no control? Maybe I'm gonna give one tomorrow. Are you okay with that? Yes, an ultimate control deck. Always okay with it. No, if Rose gets one, I have... But you already have a control deck. A more aggro one. I'm sorry, I couldn't find one for you. No. Rose 72% win rate and Immorticia 67% win rate. Okay. You just... So minus... How much is that? 6%? Less than Rose. Why is that? I'm pretty sure did better. Now you still didn't always get the tricks that you required, and you ended up being just a bit behind? Falling behind Rose then? No? What do you even mean? So Rose ultimately relying on aggro plans to get the job done. Not ultimately in her glory, firstly. Oh. Plus, risk your Radish to get back a plant and replay it. Brain Anna and Dark Matter Dragonfruit for harsh deniers of zombie tricks, and Briar Rose instead of destruction tricks. Deck performed great for as long as Rose is committed to it. Are you, Rose? I am extremely committed to my plays, of course, and plays it wise. Very wise indeed. Now, Immorticia, what about you? Well... What about me, Glory? Ultimately, only relying on control tricks to prevent the plants from getting her messed up. Getting you messed up. Of course! That is why we need tricks in our lives. And to charge the trickster, which would ultimately be teleported in to damage the plant hero for at least 12 damage. Exactly! If I teleport him in, the plant hero gets for 12. And can become lethal if not dealt with before more tricks turn. Ultimately, the block meter needs to be in your favor and the card draw the same. Agree, Morticia? Yes, sort of. Every brain and card draw matter a lot and how fast you can play them. Deck performs great, but the tricks may not always be reliable and come to your advantage, which in other words means you get damaged at some point and can't let you down. And the lack of minions is always a disadvantage, Morticia. You're not running much minions in the deck. Nobody does run a lot of minions in a control deck. Well, if they're not... I'm fully dedicated to playing tricks. Mostly. You're only gonna get Trickster. I did now, and took Interdimensional Bounty Hunter as well. Have more minions. Because after all, with more control, Rose is poor and I can get more advantage. Yeah. Well, sadly, Morticia, that is as far as it goes. Your win rate with that is only 67%. It's really good. You cannot get it higher because you're never guaranteed to have minions. So you're just playing tricks endlessly, nearly endlessly. Yeah. Bag of tricks, right? Yep, he has a very infinite bag. Our bagger, we can do a full match and see who wins. What do you mean? You just keep playing tricks forever? No, until I run out of tricks in my deck. And we're not gonna stay for that long. Captain Combustible and Zimek. Yeah, here it goes. So Captain Combustible, 95%. Oh yes, so much more than Zimek. And that makes mine at least 50%. No, 15%. Oh, hey, why does mine have to be just 15%? Explain. Because you sucked so much. We even played against each other and you sucked even more, as you were doing your ultimate deck even better. It's still pitiful. Alright, so shut up, Captain Combustible. I'm gonna just... I'm about to tell you. Often playing a lot of overpowered plants. So Captain Combustible. Because I'm addressing to you. Yes, to me. What do you address to me? Often playing a lot of overpowered plants. Exactly. The most overpowered of all. And getting them easily to be even more overpowered thanks to his superpowers. Made Z-Max's ultimate deck backfire in way too many occasions. Double Mint is nearly impossible to deal with for zombie heroes who don't pack much destruction tricks. I agree on that. I really think Double Mint is pretty annoying. Oh, Z-Max, flail indeed. Can't deal with a 2 HP Double Mint at the main turn. What a shame, right? He just keeps growing on him. He can't do anything. Double Mint. Guys, I swear, I get it good next time with the control deck. Until then, just keep playing your crappy deck. Good. Work good. Who don't pack the destruction tricks or cannot pack them, which ultimately allows Captain Combustible to win with it insanely easy. And that's why you get such a big win rate, Captain Combustible, because I think like damn, you're getting really good counters there, no joke. Exactly. Good. Really full of threatening plans that can get out of control really fast. His ultimate deck performance was annoyingly good. Oh, I'm gonna make so much zombie heroes annoying. And I'm sorry, really am, but I'm gonna have to do it. Well, you might not be able to play off against all of them. I'm telling you. That's a lie. Just watch, I'll be one of the last remaining plant heroes. I'd like to see that, sure about it. Now Z-Max, but if all zombie heroes will hate on you, you might have harder times. No problem, they let them hate. I'll still be more victorious. You're hating too right now. Why? I mean, I'm not playing, why would I be hating? Yeah, I'm only monitorizing you. That sounds fishy. Why? Z-Max. I hope I'm not gonna hurt your feelings. Nah, mine has been a bit earlier, but now I'm okay. No feelings hurt. Okay. Because I'm about to tell you now. You gained the award for the most unfortunate zombie hero out of all. Hey, sorry, I said I didn't want to hurt your feelings. Why the most unfortunate? Wanna know why? Here's why. Your ultimate deck relies on full-out aggro assault with quick Condroman, Flag Zombie, Jurassic Fossil Head, even teachers going virals, healthy treats and sugary treats. That is the best type of aggro. Why would I be the most unfortunate of them all? Torchwood got your ass destroyed nearly every single time. With every single one of my plans. It's too easy. Hey, besides that, I did very good with this. But ultimately, you'd end up sacrificing them way too fast and losing the game. Because you would not be able to do anything. You would not be able to do any more plays. And you'd just be entirely hopeless, Z-Max. Look, I'm not entirely hopeless. Yes, you are. We've seen it 10,000 times. You still cannot pull it off. How many attempts have I just wasted? I'm not even going to tell you. How many attempts was that, Z-Max? How many have you just wasted? 10. Oh, that is pitiful. With nothing else that can save him, not even the block meter, which may pitifully start rolling trees repeatedly. Look, the plants don't love you, Z-Max. They pity you. They still pretty much love. Well. Gladiator would help prevent damage and could be used for aggro. Regardless, he cannot perform as intended unless you get really lucky to not get your shit ruined. And in most cases, can absolutely happen. Hey, that's just an unfortunate one. Exactly! I got you to admit, you're the most unfortunate zombie hero. But you said about unfortunate, didn't you? Yes, you were unfortunate. This ultimate deck, although it may seem like it packs the most aggro potential of all decks, it does not make Z-Max unstoppable. No, Z-Max, it doesn't make it unstoppable. It really could now if I just gone a sugary treat and then just going viral and then thinking about it. It's so achievable. I can only picture it right now. You can picture it, but you can't see it in a full match. On the contrary, he's just way more predictable. Zimek is something about the aggro. A lot of playing heroes are gonna be able to easily predict you. And not because they can only see through your hand, but in general, you're being easily predicted. It makes sense. I still not let him predict me that good. Desperate for damage, Zimek, and easy to counter than ever. Come on. There are a few chances that you get the damage really high in a few turns, but even so, you need to invest way too fast, and card draw will be way too slow. I know, and if I can do it faster, it's never too slow. How do you do it faster? Well, I play everything wiser, and then invest in more damage increment, frenzy, hit through armor time, and win the game. It was never like that. You cannot pull off that much damage increment just 2-3 turns. Come on. Alex, if you get your shit answered from first sight, this is bad. You can get just Planetary Gladiator. I guess is required. If you haven't modified your deck, it's still going to suck, Zimek. Always. I have modified it. What have you added? Undying Pharaoh. How many? 2 of them. Okay, we'll see. He got killed by pretty much every single type of plan in Captain Combustible's deck. Yeah, that is embarrassing. And you died. Oh god, that is not only. You died to a melon pool that you conjured him from fruitcake. He killed you with the melon pool as well. Now that cannot be more pathetic than that, Zimek. You got killed by the thick melon pool at the end of the match. That's it. You got killed by Double Mint. You got killed by melon pool. You got killed by Blooming Heart. You got killed by... I think you got killed by Lily of the Valley too. No, I didn't. Even by Pop Shoe. And by Repeat Moss, definitely. Alright, come on. Don't count the PANDZ I died to. Oh yes, it's fun times. We're gonna count them. No. Viewers don't want to know what I've died to. Sure, they'd be interested. I have not tested this against other plan heroes yet. Why not? Because we didn't do the tournament yet, Zimek. Obviously. It's gonna be fun, isn't it? Very fun. A lot of plan heroes will fail to my aggro. Sure, Captain Combustible was able to withstand it, but because he knows me better than any other plan hero. Others don't, and I'm gonna be advantaged. We'll see about that. Alright, I can find this. Yes, holding some breath. Peracarnia and Huge Gigantacus. Oh, I can already see I have the best deck out of all. And you're right. Yes! Benacaratina. My winning percentage, please. I came here for it, so tomorrow, gonna get ready for the tournament. Benacaratina. Me too. So Benacaratina, you got 44%, and Huge Gigantacus got 99%. 99%. This is so good there, Glory. Thank you. You did the best of all zombie heroes. I was actually surprised how many good stuff you were getting in so little time. You pushed the insanity value over there, which is great. 99%. Wow, you Giganticus, you quite something with that. Exactly. No one can mess with my Lip Zombat 10,000. And with my superior, Conjuring from Dr. Spacetime. Obviously. Benacaratina, you just got 44%. Well, I didn't do the worst. Sure, there were other plan heroes who did worse than I did. Yeah, there was Citron. Citron did the worst. But yeah, you're right. Exactly. See, at least I could get better than that orange. Yeah. Ultimately relied on way too many small costing cards, but very aggro though. Exactly. Aggro, so he cares here, right? During the ultimate. Not only. Compared to other plan hero decks, however, her aggro tends to not develop the quickest, which leads to the downfall of this ultimate deck, Benacaratina. Well, I appreciate the honest opinion. However, the Rotobagapus Bogov and Nylon combos can still be powerful, especially to you. Yeah, I love pulling it off. Johnny pulled it off like a few times. Deck performed pretty good, but it ultimately felt like she'd hold back with it. Am I not right? Oh, he'd hold back a lot with it. Oh, Huge Giganticus. Isn't getting enough of them. Yes, you are holding back. It's not just a feeling, she is Negrori. Here's Giganticus. Nearly unstoppable. Unstoppable Galacta Lords, baby. Nearly unstoppable conjuring with Dr. Spacetime that makes everything busted. Everything. Exactly. And they said conjuring cannot go off the charts. Look at my conjuring go. Exactly. Yours is very speedy. In fact, you're the best zombie hero for conjuring. True. Great things he can buy time. If only you could run more other... if you only could run a conjure for any type of conjure in the game. I can still run most. Great things he can buy time. Great things. So, nearly unstoppable conjuring with Dr. Spacetime that makes him everything busted. Great things he can buy time. I think I meant to say good things. Conjure great things. Okay, he can buy time for the Zombat Plankwalker leaped into Zombat 10,000. You're already getting it. Which ultimately turns the war field really harsh. Really harsh damage, Giganticus. And with Terraformers 10,000, even more harsher. Yeah. Deck performed like crazy. Even Thinking Cap comes in handy since the superpowers conjured would cost 0 thanks to Spacetime. It is the best ultimate deck, except there is just a 1% chance you may not pull off the big combo in time. That is the only one. 9%. Why 1%? 1%. No, Glory, you know that 1% is never happening. Of all superior card draws, and of all galactic surprises that I'm getting, Dr. Spacetime is really giving me to 99% win rate. Yeah. And if you combine it with Thinking Cap, like I said, handy superpowers there. Cost 0. Which I guess at some point we'll get the hack season as well. And you see what I'm talking about, guys. Dr. Spacetime for Huge Giganticus is the most busted conjure thing. Well, that's all. Thanks, Bank Heroes and Zombie Hero, for the cooperation. Tomorrow we might do your turn. We will do your tournaments and get ready. Yes, I'll be ready. Me too. Now, guys, before we end, so let me just show you really quick. Obviously, a lot of zombie heroes have had their decks modified. Let me show you Supper Brains first. So, on the Anime Heroic Dedication. Now, Supper Brains actually stepped it up. He has Ducky Tube Zombie to go on the water lane against Admiral Navy Bean. It's very helpful, and now he got some mustache synergy as well, like Mustache Waxer. Like, I tried everything, and I really thought in the end I might have been too desperate to add this, but I had seen that it allows him to play Duckstache on turn 3, and he constantly gets a brain back from the Mustache Waxer, which makes things much busted, of course. Of course, Dr. Spacetime and Thinking Cap, he also has this combo, which he conjure 3 superpowers. Can even conjure. I had him with Buried Treasure too, but I thought the Buried Treasure would ruin the things for me, so I gave up on the Buried Treasure. This is still to buy time for the Space Cowboy, which mostly he'll add a lot of damage in little time. Of course, Interdimensional Zombie, he's only going to use him. So sort of like the only way he can transform is by playing Dr. Spacetime or the Teleporter. These are the science zombies that can do. Because don't forget about Conjuring, because he has the Conjuring with Mustache Waxer synergy. This will come in handy for some aggro, let's just say. Quite a lot of aggro. Especially later on when he can play Kitchen Sink Zombie. If he successfully did it. He can even teleport him in. So yeah, we have quite a ways here to call this an ultimate deck for Super Brains. Now let's go. Modifications I made for the Smash, guys. Ultimate Wrestling Beasts. This is his main ultimate deck, because he's gonna have 2 of them, and one of them is gonna be a controlled one. He pissed the daylights out of me. He pissed me off. I can seriously not picture him fast enough with any of these decks, but in the end I still had to have him like this. 3 Cheese Cutters, 3 Gladiators, 4 Teachers, 3 Energy Drink Zombies, 3 Flag Zombies, 4 Jurassic Fossil Gods, 4 Orchestra. 4 killer whales, 3 secret area 22s, 3 going virals, 4 vitamin Zs, 2 locust swarms, and 4 supernova gargantuars. This is his ultimate wrestling beast deck, and about it, he just tries to develop the fossil head, or even if he doesn't get to it, he can just gladiator, he can just teacher, he can just anyway just to try to get the plant hero for a lot of damage. And he has strike, this frenzy as well, included with vitamin Z, that would buff up the zombies even better. Now if he pulls up a single zombie at least, or 2 of them, he can just invest in him with vitamin Z. Better than on Z-Mech, of course, because now he also gets supernova gargantuar and a bit of control tricks as well, because it was needed, guys. You'd find out that he cannot defend against stronger plants, so he'd have a bit of destruction tricks just in desperate times, which is the locust one. Maybe I could have just alien used since he has the environment, but not worth it. Locust Swarm still destroys anything, so it's better. And of course, Area 22 going viral, flag zombie, you got all this thing, and you're gonna wanna go on the water lane too with an aggro minion. Always favors the smash in case the plank hero cannot have a water lane answer. He can just develop anything in the water lane as well. He has quite a lot of ways to make this deck ultimately go pretty good right now. So yeah, we step things up quite a lot for the smash, and then ultimate wrestling demolishers. Now this is the one that I'm talking about, the control deck. Now ultimately I did remove some control tricks. I apologize, I tried to keep it in the most balance as possible, so he'd get his freaking gargantuars and gargology teacher. Zombology teacher would not have worked in this deck because I'd have had to give up on too many tricks. So instead I give black hole, nibble, rolling stone, extinction event, gargology teacher, this alien use, and flick a plant, witch spray, locust swarm, supernova gargantuar, king of the grill, gargantuar, throwing gargantuar, and nurse gargantuars. Yeah, this to buy time for the gargantuars, guys. He'd use tricks over and over again, and then later on turns when he'd need health mat times, he just plays the gargantuar. He'd place his faith on his tricks first, and then with gargology teacher in play, he'd just play the gargantuars little by little. And that, since the gargantuars are really strong, they can withstand a lot of plants, like seriously. But you're gonna have to use his tricks wisely, otherwise this deck is not always gonna bring him the W. Because he takes a lot of damage from plants if he doesn't control them. So yeah, the point there is ultimately gargantuars. Yeah. Now let's move with Infinity. His deck, Ultimate Pirate Crew. I've improved this deck a bit, a freaking bit, because the formula I've had at first was okay, but I got annoyed by the fact that I had 4 of these stupid graveyards. In my hand, at some point, in Infinity's hand, I had just 4, oh gosh, 4 graveyard environments. No, not 4, I got all 2 of them. Which is why now I'm just gonna stay down to 2 gravestone environments, because I don't want to have that many of these shitty environments in my hand. They're just gonna ruin him. But instead I took some more environments. I took the Moonbase Z. I guess he could start... I didn't test this theory very well, but I just seen a little. You can get some overshot value even with the Gondola, so this would help him get a minion on the lane, I suppose. Gondola is slow, I agree, but it might come in handy. I didn't give up on any of the pirates, so relax. Got Bungee Plumber, Grave Robber, 2 of these graveyards, Quick Androman, Space Pirate, Monkey Smuggler, a bit of Sugary Treats as well. You don't want 4 of Sugary Treats, and you know why? Because if you have too many Sugary Treats, you're gonna end up, like I say, with too many Sugary Treats in your hand. So then you also have Captain Flameface and Moonbase Z. Then you have the Untaught Viking, which you can freeze plants if you play this on the water lane. Of course, but somebody will study Gondola just in case. You can combine it with Moonbase Z and it works perfectly ultimate if you can combine it properly. Now let's just for Roswell here. The Ultimate Junkyard Kings. So in this deck we have like 3 healthy treats. This relies on the, like we saw in the video, Zombie King and Undying Pharaoh, and also Zomboid Dinotronic Mycosaur. So for Gladiators, he's going to need this to prevent early aggro. So Gladiator kinda does it, sort of the only thing. And Zombology Teacher, then Leap. We wanna get the Jurassic Fossil Head, then Teleportation, Transformation, going viral. Rocket, Thinking Caps, only 2 of them. Kings, a bit of Undying Pharaoh as well, and I actually, the only modification I did is adding 1 additional Zomboid Dinotronic Mycosaur, maybe it comes in handy, and gave up on 1 healthy treat. You never want to get too many of these healthy treats in your hand. I guess you're just gonna use 1 or 2 for the 1 game. But why do I have 2 over here? Okay, this was my early state. My beta state. We're obviously not using that one, we're using this one because this one is better. I think I could delete the other one, but in a second. Now Boogaloo, let's see Boogaloo. Boogaloo has 2, one of them which is control. Now this one has control too, both of them are control, but this one has more minions and relies on more minions, like I said. It relies on a Quick Condroman and Killer Whale too. This, since they're called the Ultimate Dance Masters, he's gonna have a mascot, like aerobics instructor. But you can always use her for a bit of aggro, if you wanna play her for the prank hero to go after. Because this grows itself by 2 damage each turn. Binary Stars, just 2 of them. So mostly first you're gonna wanna control Quick Condroman. If you set him up on the water lane with Killer Whale, it's perfect, because then you can just sugar it right on top of him as well. Then you have Extinction Event for plants. Then you have literally the best formula, guys. Then you have Exploding Fruitcake. Make sure Nibble Plunge Blumber too, and you need Unexpected Gifts to make this work. Unexpected Gifts with Quick Condroman and Ankylosaurus. They're very important. In fact, this is kind of your only win condition, mostly. Because you also have some unexpected gifts. So whatever you can, make it work. Because this is definitely what he was intending for. And it works with the unexpected gifts help and with all these things help that I gave you. There you go. Then you got Moonbase Z. Zombies got Overshot. Get unexpected gifts. Obviously. And there you go. Now you know how ultimate this deck is. Now let's go to Ultimate Radiant Disco. You know, it's not hard to make a deck that is based on a lot of tricks and just Gargantuar Feast. So this deck is using just that. Punchy Plumbers, Nibble, Fruitcake, Damn, Alien News, 10 that, Zombo's Wrath, Piano, Chickening, Destroy a Plant. You might also want to have Nurse Gargantuar if you want, but I'm not having him. I'm pretty sure at this rate enough distraction tricks should do him. Radiant Disco. And his final dance move, Gargantuar's Fist, I believe. That's all the deck is about, there you go. Not as creative as the Ultimate Dance Masters for sure, because the Dance Masters will need you with Techirosaurus and Quick Condroman. Let's get to Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze had Ultimate Iceberg Breakers. I have stepped this up for him significantly, a lot. 4 Buried Treasure, he still wants the damn Dr. Spacetime, even though I told him this can't be used by him properly, he still wants it. And then Cheese Cutter, and then Imposter for buying time. He wants the Cowboys so bad, like, trust me. Maybe he's gonna want to take a Vitamin Z at some point, but I'm gonna see. Thinking we added instead of some Rusty Mustache in the Extinction Event. Energy Drink Zombies, this Interstellar Bounty Hunter too. Because if he draws cards, Interstellar Bounty Hunter is the only one who can draw cards. when destroys the plant. So she can be very in handy, or she can get answered really fast. But she can still draw your card if she moves after a plant, so I mean it's fine. Space Cowboy, if you wanna do it with the Area 22, it's important, but make sure you have empty lanes, which might be a bit more tough if the plant hero doesn't remove the zombies. I see. You see, this deck relied on Space Cowboy with a lot of strength at first, so it's kind of the same thing now, but with more minions that he can push for with a lot of damage. So now he doesn't only rely on Space Cowboy anymore, he relies on other things as well. Alright, let's go to Brainstorm. Ultimate winning advantage. Now, ultimate winning advantage is going to be mainly kitchen sink and binary stars. Binary stars. Oops. And kitchen sink zombie. Yep. You wanna buy time till then, and I hope what I provided in this deck is particularly very good. It doesn't have a lot of control decks, but this still is. Tell you what, my guys, if you play this the way intended, it might take Plant Hero quite a lot of turns to just answer. So you got Bungee Plumber, you got Intergalactic Warlord, you got some Mustache Waxer, Quick Androman, which is good against Cycle Mushroom, Trapper Territory, fucking Teleport, Cryo Brains, because you want to speed up the process, so Cryo Brains is essential for these two. Then once you got enough time spent, this is just turn 5 and 6. You can teleport them in no time. You also got some Funded Razor in case you ain't drawing the shit that you need, which is dumb too. Use Funded Razor. If you get this in your hand, try not to reshuffle it. You might need it. Teleportation, and there you go. For a 90% win rate deck, this is very good. Ultimate Trickery, Justice, Spooky. Okay, no. Forget the other ones. The other ones were team decks. Let's get to Ultimate Trickery Justice. So Morticia has had a few of adjustments. You know, she had Tricksters and the tricks. I gave him now only 3 Locust Swarm and 4 Thinking Caps. The only modification I did. And added Interdimensional Bounty Hunter. I'm not gonna lie, that Cosmic Scientist we just got randomly kinda enlightened me to add Interstellar Bounty Hunter, since she can actually draw cards every time she hurts a plant. She's actually good to this deck. So I do recommend you teleport Bounty Hunter when you get the chance, so you can draw additional cards. Like your bats do, like the Witch's Familiar. I think it's a really good idea, and this is just control, just a bounty on the Trickster and can win you the game. Literally. Just have to keep controlling at it. But I know what you're saying, it's harsh, but ultimate always means harsh for some of these zombie heroes. Which deck has more harsh potential and like the ultimate potential will bring you the ultimate result. See? Which if you pull enough, it's going to be win. I know what you're saying here. Ultimate Wrecking Machine, his first deck. We'll get to Egomaniacs as well. Let's see, Ultimate Wrecking Machines. This is Z-Mac's poor excuse of going aggro at all costs. However, if some of you are digging this deck, I could recommend you play it. Genetic Experiment. He actually took Grave Robber back because he was like, you know, that actual bullseye really helps. So he took it back. Healthy Treat. Planetary Gladiator. Quick Androman, Zombology Teacher, Fruitcake, Flag Zombie. Still relies on Jurassic Fossil Head 2 as well. Sugary Treat. But he gave up on 2 of these. Here's the point. He said he was getting too many. And then 4 going virals. And now he actually did 2 Undying Pharaoh, which is 2 Undying Pharaohs. So, if executed correctly, you could actually pull off so much aggro with this. But by the fact, you just look closely. All he has is Healthy Treat, Sugary Treat. Until then, he just has to swarm the field with minions. Which can be tough, because he gets his stuff removed really easy until he gets to the going viral and this. Which is why I think mainly he wants Jurassic Fossil Head, so he can just go viral once the Healthy Treat and Sugary Treat would automatically sort of win him the game. Yep. That's the way Z-Mac wants to dig the ultimate. The ultimates. The ultimate egomaniacs. Now this one. He's gonna be a very much egomaniac with this one. I did try it a bit in ranked as well. Of course regretted it because lost against Rose and Wall Knight instantly. But because I was curious, I just wanted to see. Doesn't even matter because I'm not getting much rank. Black Hole. You require this. Now look. This deck has the potential to control any absolute plant in the world existence. And Zimek of all zombie heroes has the best control deck. Pretty much. He gets to Garfist really easy if you let him. And so he got 2 Black Holes, 4 Bungee Plumbers, Rolling Stones, the 2 Trapper Territories. You need these 2, alright? You need 2 so you keep it in a balance. They're both perfect for different scenarios. So you'll need them both. You also have Exploding Fruitcake. You have Terrify. You have Knockout. Flicker Plant, I mean. Yeah, that's the knockout. Then Unexpected Gifts, you're gonna need some minions too at some point. You might get the plant hero to just not do anything the main 3 turns. So you might want to find yourself that you want to get the Unexpected Gifts. And on turn 3, if the plant hero does nothing, you use the Unexpected Gifts to get minions. You start playing minions so that you make the plant hero waste their cards a bit as well. Yep, fair trades and fair... You can get a lot of even thinking cap. These events are going to carry you mixed up with these tricks. And then of course you are going to have 4 Wheat Sprays because this deck mercilessly every single type of control card and the chickening 4 of them. Like feel free to use all 4 of them literally. And then 4 Gargantuous Fist. This can be better than Boogaloo's, like I mean no seriously. Look how many superior tricks he has compared to Boogaloo. This is a masterpiece. This is the ultimate egomaniacs. I feel like Zimex kinda outdid himself a bit on this one, but if he gets carried away he could still lose with this one. He needs the tricks in his hand, so clearly we're gonna hope he gets it. And then of course, just if you don't get the Gargantuous Fist, try not to panic because you get the tricks. You might always come in your hand later on. Just saying. Yeah, you have only so many tricks and the Unexpected Gifts. They're gonna carry you really good. Just watch out for Brainana and Dragon Fruit and Walnut Bowling. These are the 3 things you do not want to get struck by. There you go. So to play around Walnut Bowling you're gonna need the Unexpected Gifts to play some minions on the field. That can prevent it. Ultimate Neptune's Wrath. Let me see what Neptuna has done to her deck. Not much. It's still the same formula, like which is Zombie Middle Manager, FP Treat, Symbology Teacher, Fnac Zombie, Genetic Experience going viral. Relies on Stampodon and Intergalactic World and Undying Pharaoh. Relies very intensely on that. 4 Black Holes. Well, it's not the best. I told you this is still, even when I made it now, I tried it out with Undying Pharaoh. If you can get to buff him enough, you can play him on the field and the plant hero is gonna struggle to remove him. But it's not gonna be against every single plant hero, of course. Plant heroes like Rose and others that have a lot of control tricks might be able to answer it. But that's Ultimate Neptuna for you, I think. Should do. It's an Ultimate Giganta Bait. Here's the 99% win rate deck. Wow, it's actually really good. Buried Treasure. 2 interdimensional zombies, 2 teleportation zombies, because you're always gonna need teleport stuff in maybe sometimes. You also have the teleportation zombie, yes of course. He's not missing. Then the Beam Me Up. Like this is how a deck is supposed to look. You're supposed to have just 3 rows of it. If you have 3 rows, you know what you're doing with your deck, clearly. I can tell you this is ultimate. Then 4 Cryo Brains, 2 Dr. Space Times, Evolutionary Leap. Get crazy with the Conjure, because in this deck it really matters. It can favor you really quick. Since Giganticus even has Terraformer 10,000. Teleportation 10,000, Transformation Stations, Why 4 of them? Well, yes, it's gonna go. We didn't want to ruin the formula. Space Cowboy 2. He's just on 10-4. Make sure to play him when you get the opportunity. Thinking Cap. And if you play this correctly, you should have enough time to even go Zamba Plank Worker. Zamba 10,000 should finish things off immediately. And that was for your Giganticus. There you go. Yes. Now there were 2 losing plant heroes here, which were Nightcap and Brachiotin. Let me show you as well. Ultimate Mushroom. On the other I don't have to show you because they still have the same formula. All I did to add to this deck was Sonic Bloom, and then the rest was Puff Shrooms. This, there you go. Astro Shroom, Navy Bean. Works like the Phase Blaster pretty much. Flicker Gravestone. And Sonic Bloom. Yeah, that was the thing that I did here now. I did Sonic Bloom. Let me see how close it is to this. I haven't actually seen. It's actually pretty close. I don't have Banana Bomb in the deck. Yeah. That is his ultimate deck, I believe. And Ultimate Cute Blessings. Now, this is Beracarotina's ultimate deck. Have wanted to get at least a few Pan Heroes to have more suckier ultimate decks, so this is a much suckier version. Although it's ultimate, it's not the best, keep in mind. Just for Gammy Nuts, Galacta Cactus, then you have Gimap Pleurodon. But the thing that you want here too is Bog of Enlightenment, Rotobaga. These are pretty good. Just Swarm with Juggernaut, Corn Dog. Corn Dog is in a lot of these decks, because why not? It's very cute and aggro. Triceratops, then you get Shamrocket, then Sportacus, Red Stinger, and a few of these tricks too. Shrinking Violet. There you go. Yeah, that is the ultimate deck. Not really much to the Plant Heroes. Most have a repetitive spam of these type of cards because they're very good. So yeah, the cards themselves are very good here for the plants. Yeah. With this being said, guys, we'll start the tournament tomorrow, and yeah. And don't ask me to recycle these because I can't. These are the hacked cards. If I would do that, I would not have the cards in my deck then. So that's why I'm not recycling the cards, because the 40 copies you see there are the hacked copies we're gonna have for the hacked episodes. I mean, of course. Gonna begin the tournament tomorrow. Gonna in a full session, so there you go. I had to do this today before tomorrow because I thought it might as well just. I would have had a lot to explain either way, but I didn't know this was gonna go for 1 hour, and because apparently I had a lot to talk about. So alright, there you go. That should clarify. I know I've exaggerated with the talk, but we could get some cool little chattery scenario here. I guess it's very worth it. Hope you enjoyed. We're getting with the tournament tomorrow.